What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of the Grind Show. So it's Saturday, and it is a Saturday show keeping you in the know of things that are coming in the foreseeable week. And yes, that's what it basically is. The 18th of April kicks off a very busy time for the community and things to remember with new crystals coming in and other things that you need to know. So let's have a look at it. The show wouldn't be possible as well without the amazing work of Dan of Frontline MCOC. If you want to track certain things like who's going into the featured crystals, which is very important, especially for the part of this video, as well as guides and information about stuff in the community. If you want to find out information about the side quest, written up in amazing detail, and as well you want to support Dan here. We actually do a podcast together called the Contest Round Podcast, which he's still got to rename. You can also catch Dan on Twitter. He is really close to 4,000 followers, so look, follow, just 37 more followers and Dan will be at 4,000 followers. Does amazing stuff for the community, so go and check him out. So what have we got for you? Well, here's the thing. We start the show as we normally do on the Saturday. The reason we do this is because some stuff with the way that the scheduling works, put stuff into a Saturday. What is on or what is important? Well, on Saturday you do have to work in Alliance Wars, so if those that do Alliance Wars and in particular are kind of invested in the grinding seasons, it is important to kind of like get your grind on, so to speak. And also we've got an Incursion Milestone update, Incursion Milestone reset, sorry, is what we've got. So for those that do that and obviously want to grab the little bit of gold that you get from it, it's very important, and I do recommend doing incursions wherever you can to grab shards. If not, move on to other things like side quests and other parts that give a good amount of shards. On Sunday we've got not much going on, so I don't know, do some arena grinding or something that would be of great value to you, whether or not it's like a target, becoming Cavalier, uncollected, or Thronebreaker for the first time, whether or not it's planning some future grinds in game wherever, or just chilling and relaxing with some stuff that you need to get done. Go do it, or take a break. This is when Monday comes around and it is all action stations. So we've got a lot going on Monday, actually a lot going on Monday and Tuesday. So the first thing is that AQ will kind of come to an end. So that's a good thing for those that want it to come to an end, but it will recycle back in again, as most things do. So the end on Monday with AQ, there's also an Alpha Catalyst Arena for those that grind it out. That's something to mention. As soon as it ends, these things come back again. We've also got Battlegrounds coming back. As a lot of you know, Battlegrounds will be coming back on the 18th of April, which they haven't updated this, but they have updated on the forums page for it. But in that particular one, you're able to grab certain amounts of shards, so that's going to be important. If you grind out your claws and the other, whatever it is, crystal shard, you're able to get some more from that. And I think it's by participation and will be in the objective sections for you to grind out. There's also going to be some 6-star shards available for players that grind it. Whether or not that's wins, whether or not it's participation, don't really know at this stage, but that would be good if it's participation, because then everybody would get a nice kind of like little chunk of something nice and very enjoyable for you. Is there anything going on Monday? Well, it is going to be the round 2 of the arena for Black Cat and also Ghost Rider's going into the basic. So Ghost Rider, for those that don't know, I think this might be the first time the champion is going to have a 6-star opportunity to get. He's been put in the 6-star pool, but getting the opportunity to grab him from arena, I think this is the first time from the basics, so look out for the grind of that one. And we've done some predictions on the channel on Wednesday's news last week, so go and check that out. And yeah, with Black Cat, it does actually come to my attention that Black Cat is within the champion balance system, so do be warned. If you're going for any of the new champions, if you're spending money on any of the new champions as of now, these could be affected by champion rebalancing, which could be either good, could be bad, or could be ugly. So something to bear in mind there if you are a spender within the game or an intense grinder for these champions as well. Now on to Tuesday, the British Day of Chewing. So look, what is going down here, and we do have a brand new crystal going in. So a new featured 6-star crystal will be put into the game. If you are interested, this is why Dan is kind of like Dan and Frontline MCOC, which I've got bookmarked as a tab to click on. And why is it important? Because of this. Like, this literally gives you all the info you need to see about what is the next foreseeable crystal coming in, which is Kraven the Hunter, Toad, Sauron, Captain America Sam Wilson, Misty Knight, and Captain Britain. I personally am more interested in this one here, which I think, fingers crossed, this one between July 26th and October 1st. No, actually, it's the furthest one, which would include Quicksilver. Possibly, I want to say that one's the possibly one that it could be in, and that may be the one I kind of start saving up for. But apart from that, you got the information. That's in the next featured crystal. Shout out to Dan for that info. So yeah, something to definitely kind of like bear in mind for those that are grinding out for this new crystal coming in. It's also the day that we see the basic pool being updated. The basic pool, as a lot of you know, we had something in game as a message, which I think was put into the general, or that particular in-game mail is not available. But basically, they're going to be improving the basic pool to include certain champions like Gamora, which wasn't available as a 5-star, Black Bolt, Joe Fix, I think it was, and many others, that an Age of Ultron version of Vision. So yeah, lots are going to be added into that, and that's pretty much it. There is an Alliance War on for those that do it on Tuesday, so be prepared for that if you are participating in seasons. But it's a massive day for basic stuff, basic pools and new featured crystals. It's a big day for crystals. The only other addition to the basic pool will be Ikaris. So if you're at a point where you want to go, oh, I want to pick up an Ikaris, then, you know, have at it. That's when it's going into the basic. But that is a very slim chance, unless you're going for things like the... oh, I just remembered now. That only really classifies of anything 5-star and lower. Dual class crystals, Tech Cosmic. We don't have any 6-star ones. Sad times. Hope we get them in the future. Fingers crossed. And Wednesday, after you've had like a 20... Well, it's going to be like a 48-hour, 72-hour-ish kind of like break from AQ. It is time to enlist again. So officers, on Wednesday, it's time to enlist. Get enlisting. The only other thing on will be week 3 of Temporal Heist Rifts. So that will probably be the... I want to say Apocalypse one. But if not, it will just be a new kind of like week of stuff. That week is going to be very important because it's going to be very much a shard-based week. Very important to mention because people may want to opt for to kind of like save some lockpicks. You know, the week 3 is very, very shard heavy, especially from a legendary perspective, where you've got increments of 1,000, 1,350 6-star shards. You've then got good chunks of 5-star shards and signature stones for 5 stars as well. This could be a very spicy week, or it could be a very non-spicy week, especially because you do have like some increments and volumes of 6-star shards for epic as well. And hopefully this is a time of players going, okay, well, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to be taking home, and then looking at the last week when to use lockpick. And on Thursday, this again is kind of a busy enough day for those that do stuff. AQ cycle is on for those that do it. There is an Alliance Wars on at the same time. We do have next Thursday a tier 4 basic arena for those that like and enjoy that one, and especially to grab like, you know, a little bit of units, which I do. I think Corey kind of like said, look, just do it this section, because you can like build up to like 10 units there, and then like 20 units there, 30 units from a very kind of low end of grind. So I was like, yeah, I'll do that, mate, in future, and now do that. So it's always interesting to see when these little arenas come in. Also, we've got Incursion Milestone Reset for those again that want to do that. That's a good amount of gold that you'll grab, as well as some Incursion artifacts to spend in the store. We've also got a little basic arena. This again is the first time this is going to be entered in, and this is going to be a Knull arena. Yes, Knull is coming into the basic arena, so that's going to be another hot champion to go and grab, especially because it escapes anything with champion balancing, I think. So it's going to be like a great champion to grab. A lot of people really liked Knull the first time he went into featured, so I'm sure that people will kind of like that level of energy to then grab him again. Now we finish with Friday. Friday, there is nothing. So next Friday, which is the 22nd of April, we got nada on, nothing. Could be the time for a big announcement for the foreseeable month, the next month, but I think that's going to come in the 29th of April, potentially. Either way, use the opportunity to chill out, get some stuff done that you need to in-game, as I normally say, when there's downtime and there's nothing going on in the game. go and grab some old content, and if you've done everything, then set a new challenge, you know. But there's a lot more people that need stuff to do in game or want to do stuff in game, so yeah, or take a break, you know, that's your choice. Okay, let's go over the grind tips of the week. So I will go over the state of affairs. I mean, objectives wise, I've been kind of like following and kind of like talking about objective grind guide or kind of like stuff like at the start of the month. I don't think it's worth revisiting it, because at the end of the day, as soon as you go through the process of grinding out the lower difficulties, you end up kind of getting these objectives done. All difficulties you'll get done for whatever you can achieve. I would say though, it may be advantageous for you to save some on the respective weeks 4 runs. The reason that you might want to say 4 runs, 3 runs, depends how many lockpicks you can actually get, is that you might want to target something in particular. That's correct to a degree, but there's also stuff that doesn't work with that particular tip. Okay, so what works that tip? I should say, well, what works is, and I did mention this on Thursday's video, if you grab yourself or save yourself 4 runs in one particular element here, you can pick up something more. You could pick up, say, more tier 2 alpha. If you've gone 3 weeks with not any kind of grab of tier 2 alpha, you would be in a better place to target that by leaving, I don't know, week 2, which we're on at the moment, 4 runs of 22,000 at legendary, for example. Very different in epic because it's 9,000 increments of tier 2 alpha fragments. It may be a case that you want to save 4 runs in week 4. I personally feel that week 4 does have something for you unless you're targeting tier 2 alpha. The reason I say that is that you could go through week 3 and get loads of signature stones and not get shards. Or get loads of 6-star shards at legendary and go, oh, well, I don't actually need... I've got 10,000 6-star shards that I've picked up from all of my runs in legendary, in the rifts, and gone, right, well, do I actually need to kind of target that for week 4? And you may want to change what you do. You may be like, right, well, I'll do tier 5 basic, and you do 4 guaranteed runs of tier 5 basic, getting yourself 60,000 of tier 5 basic, and pretty much going 1.5 towards forming a tier 5 basic. So it's like that's the kind of methodology right there. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Yes, I agree with that, but at the same time, consider what happens at the end of week 3 as to what you want to acquire week 4. Either success or failure in getting what you want from this particular RNG mode. And yeah, just make sure you're spending it in the right kind of difficulty. So that's kind of like the main kind of like top tip here. Check out some other content located on screen right now, and I'll see you in the next video, whenever that'll be. Tatty byes. Bye bye.